What's up, everybody? I am here today just to give a little bit of information on training with Clubbells, what they can do for you and what they can provide into your exercise program that maybe the traditional weightlifting cannot do for you. I have an ONNIT 15 club here. I've used RMAX international clubs in the past. I have a set of 10s for those, which is what I started with. I also have a 5 Clubbell from RMAX that I've used. Usually I say pick one and go with it, but I have a combination of them. Right now I really like the ONNIT clubs because they're a little bit cheaper, and that was where my price point was at, but the RMAX do have more of a rubber coating on them, so if you're somewhere where you can't afford to have kind of a scuffed up floor, or you're thinking that they might get dropped, the RMAX might be for you because they do have that kind of rubber coating. They also have some knurling on the handle, which can help with a little bit of that grip strength. What I find the Clubbell is really useful for is rotational swinging patterns that you cannot get with traditional weightlifting, and it gives us the ability to work in different planes of motion than we can get with traditional lifting. Traditional lifting is a lot of frontal plane work, and with the clubs we can get a lot of that rotational stability, really engaging the core, really forcing the body to work to stabilize itself, not to mention a lot of the grip strength. And a lot of the shoulder stability and strength that we can get with the clubs is unparalleled with what we can get with a lot of the traditional weights. We as humans have a ton of shoulder motion that a lot of different animals don't have, and so it is something that we should be training because it is something that is pretty distinct to humans. For example, if we're talking about the mill, we get this whole range of motion where we get the pendulum in the front and the pendulum in the back, really working those swinging ranges of motion in the shoulder, again, that you absolutely cannot get with a traditional weight. The other thing that I really like about the Clubbells is that you can do a ton of combinations with them. So you can do a swing to a squat, you can do a swing to a press out, to a rotation, to a rotation, to a 360, and you can get an incredible fat burning, strength building, and endurance strength all in one weight that you couldn't necessarily do the same thing in the same way with, let's say, a dumbbell. Of course, you can do complexes with dumbbells also, but I find that the swinging patterns with the clubs are super fun. They really get your heart rate up, and they really work those different planes of motion. So I say that the Clubbell is an absolute necessity in everyone's training program. It adds fun, and it adds a whole ton of stability and all sorts of fun things that you just simply cannot get with traditional weights. So go ahead, I'm not sponsored by anyone, but check out ONNIT, check out RMAX International, get yourself your first pair of clubs and enjoy.